I'll agree with that. So reduce it down to a DA +1 for Stormtrooper, and I put in question marks, maybe increase the amounts at higher levels.
Yeah, because it's making the more we flesh this class out, the more I'm realizing like this does not feel like a D10 class.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree. Let's go back to the 9th level ability for Gunslinger. Do we want to just run the thing of every shot a person takes is a -5 movement speed or something like that?
Yeah, I like that because then eventually, like, you can completely immobilize a 30 target speed character.
Yeah.
Or you could just like pass it around the entire group and just make everyone a little bit slower.
No way.
Right.
No, you know what happens? You know what happens is you shoot multiple shots at a flying creature that only has 30 flying speed.
Oh my god!
And you watch them crash to the ground.
I mean, yeah. You
shoot their wings multiple times.
Yeah, I shot their fucking wing off at the base. They can't fly anymore.
That feels right to me, and I don't feel like the Gunslinger needs more damage. Like, I feel like that's the most damage sound class. I feel like we fixed the sniper with the bonus damage and the crit, and the shotgunner with multiple targets. So
the
I feel like they're all good. They're comparable now.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at them, you're like, I'll take that one that gets 6 attacks. Thanks.
Fair.
The other two got damage early on, and
they eventually get 6 attacks. Is the thing. Like, it still takes a while to get there.
Yeah, level 17.
And that one just it doesn't stand ahead of the pack now to me.
Now that you know like the future abilities, I mean, I personally would just for flavor would always take the Stormtrooper. I run at the enemy, drugged up potentially.
Apothecary or Holy Magic, take your pick. Amped the fuck up.
That's a good point. That's a good question. Actually, I forgot to ask this. Like, does the Stormtrooper just get his faster speed when he has any temp HP or his own temp HP?
I would say only his own. Because thematically, it's like, how are you getting that temp HP and how are you getting that speed? It's most likely like adrenaline or drugs or righteous zealotry kind of shit.
Resolve. Yeah.
Resolve,
I don't know. Here's what I would say. Start it at your own, higher level, any.
Not a bad idea. Because I was about to argue against it as, like, look at Inspiring Leader, why would they get bonus movement from that? And it's like, well, they're inspired. There was a vigorous speech that was really meaningful.
Yeah, Wolverine's again. Okay, I think we finished up 9th level. 10th level, we saved our own asses by saying ASI! And then 11th level, we set another damage increase. So an increased die type for Revolver, and then for everyone else, it's another die type increase as well as one additional dice.
I don't know what you call that. Practice marksmanship? Something like that?
Trigger discipline? I don't know.
Trigger warning.
Piercing shot.
No. Nah.
Trigger warning.
We'll figure out names later.
Yeah.
Let's figure out concepts now. So level 12. Mission accomplished. So that's
ASI.
No.
More ASI.
We really should just copy at this point the rogues progression line for ASIs and such though. If we're doing this.
Rogue is 94.
So let me open. Yeah.
What do they have? 12
level rogue.
It is ASI.
ASI. Okay.
Damn on him.
ASI it is. Moving on.
All right, 13. Roguish archetype. They just got one.
Wait, do we follow?
What did they get at 11?
Another damage increase. So
right.
So their guns do more damage, which is necessary because there's no other way of otherwise. When do you? Yeah. Okay. So 9th level we did subclass, which Rogue has as well, and then 3rd level, which yeah. Okay, so we are following. Okay, cool.
I just realized something interesting about this class. That's not gonna matter, but if you paired this with a Grave Cleric, who gives damage vulnerability on the next attack that hits.
Oh god.
I mean,
well,
thank you, emoji.
It could happen.
I mean, it's the same thing for rogues. Like,
yeah, fair.
I mean, we can only balance so much around someone figuring out a crazy multi-class because there's so much that they can do.
There's always some. I'm sure if I gave over my home anything over to find some way of making it a weapon of mass destruction.
There's
within
so much
an hour.
It's like impossible to,
Yeah.
to not make
Unless they're
sure
going to be
someone
like
doesn't make a
specifying
crazy
parts of
combo.
different classes. Like, you can't do this.
I'm sure even making Blood Hunter ranged optional, like I'm pretty sure that breaks a bunch of shit too. But like we make this stuff in good spirit. So
Yeah.
and as I say before, if I want to win against you guys, I could be as unfair as I want. Oh, second level, here's 5 black dragons. Wow. Then yeah, the whole point isn't to win.
I mean, I think 5 black wormling dragons would wipe you at second level.
No, dude, I have a level 3 cleric. I win. Not really. I wish. Clerics are that powerful. Anyways.
Necrotic heretics.
13th level, we get another subclass feature, even though we just made one. Fuck!
If we're going strictly off-road, then yes. Please don't die.
Don't die.
Oh, I thought it was muted for as like everyone went, "Don't die." I was like, "What?"
What if they had advantage on their gunning action?
Their
How would that-
gunning
how would-
action? Is that
Yeah,
what we're
but
calling it?
how would that work though? How do you have advantage on a dash or whatever? You know?
Similar. Oh, I guess dash is one of the options.
Dash, disengage, help, which is advantage already, sort of, right? And hide.
some reason
Hide
I'm
makes
thinking-
sense, I would say.
I was thinking like hive, shove.
No. All right, but let's set the subclasses. What logics can we do now for our boys here? Unless this is level 13, unless this is the point we say, if you give a sniper his sniper rifle, he will show you a dead man.
Yeah,
I think
that's
13 would be a fair level to like just make it that these weapons are now even more deadly in the hands of specialists.
I think that.
I don't know
that'd
how
be
we'd
fine.
explain that, but
Maybe make it like a few levels higher. Maybe.
a few levels higher is level 17, mate.
That is a very good point.
We're
So it's
already
definitely
past
something.
middle.
That is true. Yeah, and this is early mid game. Okay.
This is definitive mid game, not early mid game.
I mean, I'm not against making the sniper fucking stoked or stacked. Yeah, fuck, I can't talk.
Yeah, you and me both.
It's a California thing.
No, I think it's a tire thing. But yeah, so what else can we do? Especially now that we spent 9th level evening them out, even more like difficult.
I'm not sure if this makes sense, but like a piercing or ricochet shot for them, so that I can possibly hit 2 people.
Fucking Archer has that.
Oh, they do, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
I think they have like
Piercing shots.
I
Are
mean,
we
not
looking
that I
at
like
another
the idea.
subclass feature?
this has to be another subclass feature, unfortunately.
I don't like I don't mind the idea of like snipers having their attack as a line attack.
Okay.
Then you have to
But
be
the
more
thing is,
concerned about
Like a
positioning.
600-foot line. Maybe you could make it like whenever it hits the target, any target in a line 20 feet back, it also takes damage.
That could be interesting.
Reduce the number of die per target it penetrates.
Yeah, so that now that all these additional dice we've been adding this, now we can start subtracting them. That'd be interesting.
It could still be a noticeable
that
amount of damage, but it is definitely reduced.
Yeah, but the catch is like, if we apply group damage, like group HP and damage versus group HP and damage, something like that is really kicker. So that would potentially be sniper. What about the other two though? Because shotgun already sort of unless we do the inverse for shotgun of I only hit one target because fuck
So-
that target. But then now I'm trying to be a sniper when I'm a shotgunner. Now it's like, why am I doing this? You know? So I'm like,
Well,
now
also,
it's like double dipping.
it also gives you some slight point of there's
Sensibility,
only a single
yes.
target
Do you want
anyways, so I
a
don't need the huge
passive
spread.
ability, or do you want an active ability?
Well, let's take a look at 13th level rogues, since this is sort of the standard we're now applying ourselves in. So what
I
is...
think that's when they get stroke of luck.
No, 13th, not 11th.
Oh,
So
Let's see, Assassin's Game
Posture.
Posture, which is sort of fucking worthless. Use Magical Device.
Stroke of luck is 20.
Versatile Trickster. Still not that handy.
what? Do
Advantage of
Zerg
initiative
does?
rolls, Ambush Master for Scout. Elegant maneuver. You can use a bonus action to gain advantage on the next dexterity or strength check you make during the same turn. For a swashbuckler, a mastermind gets misdirection. When you are targeted by an attack while a creature within 5 feet of you is granting you cover against that attack, you can use your reaction to have that person take the attack for you. None of these are applicable to our gunner here. So that's a bit of a shame.
I mean, the thing is, what I just realized is we all have mechanical abilities and no, like, flavor abilities.
That is true.
That is a good point.
But it is a very mechanical based class.
I mean, we could. This is where we could drop it. But the thing is, like, what's our flavor abilities would we have for, like, each subclass?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it has to be a subclass if we're following rogue standards. That we start breaking the standard.
I mean,
we could tack on the flavor abilities onto 11th level with the damage increase.
Oh, the whatchamacallit, the shotgunners could ignore all difficult terrain.
Ah, that's a good point.
Like a flat movement speed increase.
All difficult terrain, even magical difficult terrain.
At 13th level, I
think that's fine.
What do we have for the ranger redone?
I think it might be
because you get that ability too to also give to your allies.
Yeah.
At some point.
But I think it's earlier than that is when you get that, and also that's base ranger, not specifically like one subclass of ranger. I think it's like I can't make a guess because I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, you could do snipers get opponents have disadvantage on perception checks against them.
Okay. What do we do for the other ones? Those the catch.
That's 2.
Is it feral senses you get that? No. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh, that's neat. I'm getting distracted. Some like duelist thing maybe for gunslinger. There's always like the stand there with your hand next to your gun.
High noon.
Yeah. Just
Ooh.
kind of thing.
Yeah, you could do it once per day. Like for duelists, once per day you can, as a bonus action,
Duel.
like, well, yeah, call out an opponent, and if they make an attack against you, you can make an attack action against them.
It's not the greatest ability, but it's thematically interesting, and it can be useful.
But now I'm wondering: are we going to passive abilities or active abilities now? We need to keep it consistent.
That is a good point.
I don't think giving another resource an active ability at 13th level is a bad thing, so I don't have a problem against it.
You can also make it like just a bonus action, maybe. It'd be effectively just giving them an extra.
I'm wondering the following: what if the 13th level ability for all of them is marking a target of some sort and getting some benefit against that target? Different benefits for different subclasses.
Okay.
So sniper marks someone, gunslinger marks someone, stormtrooper marks someone within line of sight. Blah 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 blah. Gain this benefit, and the benefit changes from person to person.
They're all universally similar but unique in their own ways. So it shows expertise, but discipline.
Yeah, so like a stormtrooper would blitz a mage. A sniper would find the biggest, baddest son of a bitch and snipe his head off. The gunslinger would, it's high noon, motherfucker. Duel me.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
But now the catch would be.
Oh yeah, you can mark a target as the duelist, and anytime they
attack someone that's not you.
I don't know. I feel like attacking you sounds better, but it's also almost like worthless.
Well, the thing is, like, you slow them down of every shot, right? So, I feel like it'd be to your advantage if they're chasing you, and then you slow them down constantly.
Yeah.
And it could also
the
be
thing
that the
is,
mark
very-
is based on
this class is
concentration.
already it's already strong. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't
Strong.
need every ability to be a winner.
True.
Compel dual spell, wisdom saving throw.
And it could
It's
also
a
be
first
based on
level
concentration, so that con saving throw buff early on is
Well,
actually
this
much
isn't
more
really
prevalent.
magic, is it? Me picking someone fight to the
No,
death.
I'm just saying there's something similar.
Yeah, it's a baseline. Also, I need to take the dog out. Be right back.
Why do you need to poop so much? He's gonna kill the dog. You know what that means? We're gonna resurrect a child as a result. After all the children you kill for those damn mastiffs. Alright.
Hey, you brought it up, not me.
This time I did. I like the idea of marking someone. Okay, so we figured out something for gunslingers that if they try to attack another... We can either have it if they try to attack another target other than you, it's disadvantage, or we can do the compelled duel thing of they just want to attack you, you know? What do we do for the other two?
I don't know.
I think sniper's easy, which would just be, you know, kill them faster. Pretty.
What about something, because this is some sort of a flavor for the sniper to, if the sniper marks someone anytime in a 24-hour period, they can see that individual as if they had dark vision at night.
I like I like where you're going with it, but that's magic, and this I want this to like have no actual like innate magic to it. Like maybe by sheer presence, the gunslinger can do that to someone, but like a sniper, like if it was like advantage to tracking them or something, I think that might be something. But like seeing them like as if like dark vision wise, then maybe not.
Fair. So for the sniper, what's a hole in their toolkit right now? What
Well,
do they
so
not have?
They have immense amounts of damage. They have a means of hiding themselves. They have a means of consistent damage by having advantage just by not moving, and they can re-roll their shots. So damage, damage, and damage. They can't save themselves if they're ambushed. I think that's definitely something. I'm not sure if we should be trying to cover all the holes in a kit. That being said, it might be a good thing at 13th level.
Maybe something that doesn't plug the hole, but makes it smaller?
Something that plugs though, or patches up slightly. What would they be? What would a sniper be doing up until this point at 13th level? They definitely, just a combat procedure, it'd be find a place to hide and stay there and not move and pray to God that you don't get ambushed. Maybe something to assure that they don't get ambushed. Something that can still fail. So, like, I don't know, advantage on perception.
What about a forced relocate? If you are forced to relocate, you can maintain your advantage.
I have an idea.
Yeah,
How about once per day, or as a ritual, they can use alarm, and once per day they can cast Pass Without Trace on themselves.
Ooh.
So like a pseudo ranger in that way.
More just like they understand ambush. They understand how to cover their tracks.
Let me look.
Or maybe how about they just don't leave tracks?
I need to compare this against the one ability we gave to Ranger, which is Vanishing Point Sight. At 10th level, so Rangers can do this immediately faster. At 10th level, you may now take the hide action as a bonus action, which the sniper could already do. But you can also spend 1 minute creating camouflage for yourself. You must have access to mud, dirt, etc., to create your camouflage. Once you're camouflaged in this way, you can try to hide by pressing yourself up against a solid surface, such as a tree or a wall that is at least as tall and as wide as you are. You get a plus 10 to dexterity, parentheses stealth, checks, and creatures looking for you are imposed disadvantage on their wisdom, perception, and wisdom survival checks to find or track you. While staying still in this state, you're considered invisible so long as you do not move. However, if you are in your favorite... Okay, so this is just ranger stuff now, but in case it might have bearing. However, if you're in your favorite terrain while in this state, you may move up to half of your speed and still be considered invisible. Once you move or take an action or a reaction, you must camouflage yourself again to gain this benefit. So maybe a camouflage ability?
Maybe they get expertise on stealth and can't be tracked even by magical means.
Even by magical means, ooh.
I think druids get that at like 6.
Really? Let me see. Not that I doubt you, I'm just curious.
No, I might be wrong. I think it's called...
Is it like a default druid thing, you think? Or is it a...
I think it's default, yeah.
Sick. I'm afraid...
Oops.
Bless you.
Thank you.
It's not a default druid thing, so it's one of these subclasses.
Are you sure? I might be wrong then. It might be an older edition I'm thinking of.
What was it?
Because I knew druids literally used to not be able to be tracked.
Put some dust of disappearance on there. Swallow the bottle of liquor, then you poop out dust of disappearance.
Maybe one of the Xanathar ones.
Doesn't sound like
I
it.
might be wrong.
Alright.
Right behind me.
Maybe some out of combat stuff?
Such
At
as
13th level? I don't know. I'm spitballing now.
it's not a bad idea.
I mean, like, if a sniper could like camouflage out of combat and not have to deal with shit, I think that'd be something good. He can set up easier.
There's rest abilities you can have.
Or rest ability. Though 13th level is a bit... It's usually a bit late for rest ability, but I'm not against it, I'm just saying.
I like the idea of them. I mean, even if it's something as simple as like they can cast Alarm as a ritual, and they can cast Pass Without a Trace on themselves.
What about something kind of like gun maintenance? They learn after 13 levels how to
Disassemble
take
this guy.
extra good care of their weaponry.
Oh, you could do that and make it so that it negates magic damage. Although at 13th level, you should probably
We discussed this earlier. Overall, the fact that the classes that have the things of overcome magic resistance are classes that have weapons that cannot become magical
monk
like,
fist.
any other way. Yeah, monk fist. Versus this, where I can definitely give you guys a magic gun.
This is the
I don't know,
revolver
do you have
of the
any sort
gods.
misfire mechanics at all?
What's up, Fred? You cut out
Do
the
you
milk.
have any misfire mechanics at all?
Nope.
I like the
Then that's
idea
not
of them just not being able to be found.
Well, for a sniper, yeah,
For
it
a
makes
sniper,
sense.
sure.
But for the rest of it,
That's their problem. We're talking down one at a time here.
I mean, I agree with the notions he has for sniper. They're simple, they're not crazy, and they can be used in and out of combat. They can be used for other things. And the class by itself is already built up, is not exceptional. It's built up pretty damn well. So having one time where it's just like, this is an okay thing, it's just like, okay, that's fine.
well, the thing is, you still need to give an okay thing in the first place.
The sniper feels very repetitive. It does. It point, gun, shoot, point, gun, shoot.
So
I mean, it's sort of all these technically, but at least with gunslingers, you have like cool gunslinging shooting different targets. Stormtrooper, you're blitzing different environments and forts or whatever, what have you. Oh. Wait a minute. What if a sniper's can set up a decoy?
Okay.
They think you're shooting from one place, and things go there instead. If you have time to set up, things go there. They don't know where you're shooting from.
Cool. But mechanically, how does that work?
Cleric ability.
I have no
Disguise kit?
Not a disguise kit, because disguise kit is like you're putting like, I don't know, like makeup or
That
whatever on a
sounds
person.
literally like
It's like trickster clerk. Duplicity.
I mean, do you just want to copy paste that?
No. Because that's only for sniper. I have no clue what to do for everyone else. Again, we're the same problem here.
This would include magic, but you could have their the gun blast, the sound of it come from somewhere else.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I'm pondering these things. Which is, again, we're just buffing sniper at this point.
Here's my question to you. Why are they any better at hiding than any other character so far?
That's a good point.
They aren't particularly.
Other than the hide as a bonus action, I'd say that's probably the biggest kicker.
They're just not. Like, when they should be having, like, ghillie suits and freaking being able to move prone for, like, long distances at a time, they should be able... I don't know.
I think we could put in at 3rd level, like, bonus proficiencies for each subclass. So stealth for sniper would probably be a big kicker.
Gunslinger gets... Shotgun
Yeah,
gets...
but then you're giving them 4 skills.
Well, no, not... Let me for... Oh, because of 3rd. Well, we can reduce that then.
Make it 2, and then when you get the subclass, you get 3rd.
Yeah, then we get 1.
Expertise.
I feel like
is
you,
an
like...
option.
Oh, expertise. Yeah, that's a good point. Expertise.
Oh, that's... I don't know what I said earlier. Plebs, but whatever.
My bad. Then yeah, we can just give expertise to stealth, expertise to athletics for stormtrooper. I have no clue what to do for performance for gunslinger. I don't fucking know.
Let's see. What would make sense? Sleight of hand for fancy tricks.
Insight? Question mark? I don't know.
Well, if you were gonna do the dual thing, you could base it off insight somehow. No. History, clearly.
Yes,
I
obviously.
have gun. I am smart in history. Perception maybe for gunslinger, but it doesn't make sense because the sniper would get that
Perception
one
would be
before
more
gunslinger.
sniper, if anything.
Exactly.
Sleight of hand.
I feel like side hand would be their only thing, but it's like, they would get it, but
It's
in the wrong
irrelevant.
context of what side hand is typically in D&D. If you catch me.
Maybe intimidation.
Possibly, but I feel like the
John,
shotgunner would definitely have intimidation first.
Fair point.
Hmm.
We'll come back to this. Let's go back to the 13th level ability.
Sideburner. 13th. So sniper is something possibly to buff their...
Figure something out harder than sniper. I think we figured out too much stuff for sniper at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like we could move one of the other abilities that were like mechanically focused up to 13 and give a flavor ability for a lower one.
We can move 9 up to 13. So now sniper becomes more assassin-like at 13. But then they lose the don't move gain advantage catch of it, which I think is pretty big for sniper.
Yeah, I mean, what's their first one? Like,
The first one is they can reroll a shot.
what do they have? Oh, they have. What do they have at 6?
The 6 is when we give all classes a con save.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe you could do.
they jump from 3 to 9 for subclass.
Maybe at 6 you could do.
We could redo it.
Flavor ability and then throw con save, whatever.
Sure.
Because the thing is, they're all mechanics, no flavor.
Yeah, that's fair. Would you say it'd be fair to throw the con save at 8th level?
They just get ASI at 8, right?
Yeah, that's already. Then they could just take resilient and get a +1 to con, anyways.
Hmm.
Well, they get an ASI at 4, so they can still do the same thing.
What I'm saying is,
Do they have a level where they don't get anything yet?
No.
Shit.
Yes, everyone past 13.
Fair.
Do they need the con save?
Maybe I'm wondering at this point.
Yeah.
You could just get rid of it.
Yeah, because it
Get
doesn't...
beta.
There's nothing in
but
the
we
class
have to
related to
have another
Constitution.
ability.
They don't need concentration for, like, steady
Neither
shot
is
or
there for
something.
barbarians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I think barbarians do need to make a con save once they get relentless endurance.
Oh, yeah, if you get down. Yeah, they have that, actually. Fighter has... Doesn't a fighter have con save?
Only Eldritch Knights.
Yeah, no,
Where
they
does it
start
say
with
that?
the proficiency, yeah, they do.
Oh, they do start.
Con
with
save,
that.
I mean, it's just a good save. Garth, I think it's not.
Garth is what now?
I remember when we had this argument about how con save is the weakest power save.
No, it's not. Well, it depends on like what kind of class you're at. If you're playing like
I
a
think it
magic
depends on
user
what
that needs good concentration, then fuck yeah, it's great.
I mean, or you're dealing with tons of poison.
Well, it's not wisdom or dexterity, that's for sure.
Or you're being forced to stay up all night, or you're being forced to sprint for hours on end.
Hmm.
And then charisma is definitely the strongest weak save, though.
See, it's strength and yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, because that has possession or banished.
I could move the con save to 7th level, but at the same time, at that point, is that too much? I don't know. 7th level is when they get successfully hit. The next attack against them has disadvantage.
Yeah, that's already really strong.
Yeah. We just get rid of con save, honestly.
Yeah, but then we have to figure out another ability.
Yeah,
Or we
which
could
is sort of the biggest problem we have here.
We could replace the con save with a flavor ability and then just add something unilateral, so you don't have to figure out all classes, and then move the ideas we had to.
Well, yeah, at 6th level, rogues would get expertise. So, like, it's not a subclass dependent 6th level. So this could just be like a core class feature here. So something that would be a flavor ability, something that a gunner could do. Just any gunner. Well, any 6th level gunner, rather.
Intimidation.
I mean, I think this is definitely an
Any fucking
opportunity
gonna
to give them a tool proficiency and something else.
Fair.
We had the expertise thing. We were just asking just a bit ago. Tool proficiency and some expertise.
What about using their? As long as the gun is visibly on their person, they can use their whatever modifier they use for their aiming their gun as a persuasion or intimidation bonus or something like that.
Put the gun on the table. Persuaded.
Just have their hand on their hip, effectively. I mean walking into a bar and trying to talk to someone versus walking into a bar with your hand on your pistol, those are two different scenarios.
I don't mind it, but I feel like there's still some more we could do. Like additional.
What do you feel is missing?
Well, as I says, like, this is a lot of mechanics, no ribbon, no flavor or anything. And being an intimidating gunner is definitely something in the right direction, but I feel like there should be something more. I was gonna say something to do with some sort of perceptive or insight or something, but then I realized the Stormtrooper isn't really necessarily a perceptive gunner. They just run. So.
Third.
Oh, that would actually be really cool.
What?
Stormtroopers for that ability could sleep in their armor with no penalty.
That's cool.
Okay, how about that's a good start point.
Nap
I think
again for
Frank, you brought it up earlier. Rest abilities. 6th level would definitely be applicable for rest abilities because I think bards get their rest ability at what 4th or 6th, one or the other.
One or the
They
other.
get theirs.
Song of Rest or 3rd maybe. I don't fucking know. It's low. 6 is still low enough level, but it's high. It's high enough that we can start having it give a bit more oomph to it. Not necessarily mechanical oomph, but so, if you have a gunner resting in your camp, or a specific type of gunner resting in your camp, what happens to them? What happens to the group? What benefits does this being a gunner bring?
Advantage on all perception checks.
That's a hefty.
Says the boy with the Sentinel Shield.
Hey,
One of
I earned it.
I like the Stormtrooper not needing to take off the armor.
Okay, so we're making the subclass depend. I don't mind. We're free to break the trend.
Always
Like, I don't
vigilant.
I mean, okay with that. So subclass, subclass.
Now,
rest.
take it.
You could make the sniper not need to sleep. For...
Like a certain actually, to play along with that, you could make it so that like if they would get exhaustion from tiredness, they have advantage on the roll or something.
Yeah, as the advantage on concentrations checks that can never. That for the first 7
Concentration?
days can't escape. Or con saves for exhausted.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
That way, if they really need someone just to stand out there all night, boom, diada.
That would actually be 100% it.
Yeah.
Man, we're all really hurt and injured. You didn't get hit at all during the fight, Sniper. You mind taking the entire watch? Drinks a Red Bull on it.
Let me start climbing my tree.
Excuse me, Crash. It's a Rip It, please.
Oh, my bad.
The official energy drink of war.
Is that actually?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You got a shitload of them.
Just
When
hits
people
a
are deployed.
whip it.
Yeah, that makes, yeah, snipers shouldn't be getting hit. Everyone else might be getting hit. Makes
And
sense.
it's not like they need long rest features back.
Yeah.
Stormtroopers can sleep.
If they desperately need
Any
health, take
armor.
a short rest in the middle of it, boom.
It's just like a real sniper. No long rest, only short.
You never
This class is getting too real for my taste, guys.
God, it's just...
Ah,
Hey, can you take
college.
first watch? Just
I'll
You take first and only watch.
I got it. Dude, why
Oh,
did you
wait.
wake us up? He just turns, eyes bloodshot. I was fine.
I didn't feel tired, so I didn't want to wake you up. Sorry.
Can you feel your eyeballs? Yes.
I'm imagining a team of like 3 gunners, 1 of each class, and then like 3 normal people. And then the sniper moves, and like a bunch of cans tip over, and then you hear from the other side a bunch of metallic like clanking as the stormtrooper guy gets up in like fucking plate armor. What happened? I heard a noise. I heard something. You're good, man. You're good.
The gunslinger's just sitting there flipping around his pistols.
I have
Oh,
an
that's
idea.
something.
That is how
wait.
you like.
What are you saying, Fred?
I have an idea for the gunslinger.
He's just
Okay.
singing
Lay it on us,
Snake
lay it on us.
Eater.
So, gunslingers are, the high noon dueling, all that.
All that
jazz,
shit.
right?
Classic.
So, what if you have some sort of benefit imparted on rests where they boast about their victorious duels or something like that?
Braggadocious or that's gotta be the
I killed 3 men with 1 bullet once.
Boast,
Word of the
boastful rest.
Yeah, I think some sort of HP sounds great.
Called Big Iron.
Give him advantage on like deception checks made to make it
Specifically for
are.
shitty swords.
Yeah.
If you do anything other than braggadocious rapport for that ability, you're wrong.
Okay, fine. I'll do that.
It's perfect.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with temp HP from a 6 level gunslinger.
I mean, well, Fred, what was your idea? I felt like that's what you were going for, but I could be
Yeah, that was it.
Nailed it. Perfect.
I
Nice.
do-
In my head, it didn't have to be temp HP. It could be anything, but temp HP is nice.
Well, okay, well, we can run through this. Because here's the catch. Like, if someone picks up Charismatic Leader and you have a 6 level gunslinger, then what's the point?
You could make it max HP.
Same thing as what if you have a freaking
how does it affect
a
max
Shepherd
HP?
Druid with Bear Spirit or a Celestial Warlock.
Fair enough. But I did like what Fred pitched, because there is a spell, isn't there, that increases your max HP.
It's called
and
Aid.
Aid.
Yeah.
How much does Aid affect?
First level, 5 health.
Level, starting at level 2.
Level 2?
It's a level 2 spell.
Second level spell, 5 HP per spell level.
And
8
it
hours.
affects 3 people?
What am I thinking?
Yep.
Oh well.
It's a solid spell. I just don't see how telling a damn good
Oh,
story
expect-
gives you plus
I
5
get a lot of
HP.
that.
Morale
no.
boost.
Well, that's what I would think
Oh,
for like
wait,
rally or
okay.
inspiring leader.
How about this? How about advantage in next combat or something? Advantage on initiative.
You know what?
could
That could work. It makes sense. Flavory.
I do want to add something for Stormtrooper is that they can't be surprised when they wake up if they get awoken.
Yeah, I know, I like that. I was thinking about like
They
like,
sleep with
They
a
just
shotgun
wake up
next
and
to them.
sleep.
Here's a bird outside, shoots through the tent.
I hear
There are
you.
many patch holes in this tent.
My gun is my pillow.
Listen, I'll let you play the Stormtrooper, right? I know it's good, but you have to roleplay that he has PTSD, alright?
I mean,
Wait, you can't be surprised in general or surprised because that's the.
I would say when resting, because in general that's literally a feat.
Oh yeah, okay, fair point.
Yeah, and he already has the can sleep in armor, so.
Yeah, fair point. Okay, so gunslinger give advantage on it.
How about he's an angry Irish/Scottish person that if you wake him up at the wrong time of day, he shoots him in the chest.
Look. Tell that to Kirsty.
Look, I didn't know she was from Scotland, or I would have said don't bring her along so I could do a shitty accent.
Okay, so 6th level is subclass rest abilities. Snipers have advantage on con saves versus exhaustion. Stormtroopers can sleep in any armor and cannot be surprised when awoken while resting, so long rest, short rest. Which is pretty strong, honestly. And then Gunslinger gives advantage on initiative rolls, which we discussed this a good bit. And advantage on initiative rolls is good, but it's still it won't game win you.
Yeah.
Going first is something you could do naturally.
Oh yeah, no.
Cuts a lot of other class abilities.
It feels like Sniper
Maybe
might...
an additional 1d6 to initiative?
Okay, so just a flat, buff?
Isn't that basically what, Bless would do?
Bless would be a
Except,
D4.
I mean, if you have Bless up and get hit with initiative, then good on you, but I doubt it.
That is a good point.
Oh, man.
Also, I think it would have to be Bardic Inspiration or Guidance.
So 1d6 then? Is that a fair number, or do we want to do 1d4 1 or something?
You could try it out and then change it if it's too OP.
1d4 plus level.
Oh god! Oh, it's sweet Jesus!
Your initiative is plus 24.
Wait, what about proficiency bonus or something? Because the more experienced a gunslinger is, the better stories he tells.
You know what?
Well, I mean,
that makes perfect sense to me.
I love that this went from no, that wouldn't work because of this to now. Why not, dude?
It's stupid fun.
This is what happens. The coffee's wearing off. Wearing off.
We're going into the lunacy territory.
I don't know. Does anyone have a counterpoint to just whatever the gunslinger proficiency bonus is?
No.
So at maximum, it will ever be +5.
6.
I would only say the sniper feels a little underwhelming.
Yeah, very much.
We could add something to it. We added something to it.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say maybe give them the same, whatchamacallit, their first attack after a rest has a bonus to hit.
It can't be advantage because they already have a thing for that.
No, just the same, just a bonus to hit.
I'm typing in the gunslinger. 2 groups initiative. I can't spell initiative. Okay, I did it.
Dyslexic.
Do you want to? The next attack they perform has a plus. What's the number we're giving? Prof, or are we doing something else?
I mean, that seems fine. Whatever. Just expertise on one attack. There you go.
Yeah. I would say that it's a cop-out, but that's also kind of the design of proficiency, is that over time you become more proficient and better trained at what you're doing, so...
Yeah. I mean, what else could we do to it, though, the thing?
Add some other modifier from one of your stats, but it's not a stats thing.
Add a raw die?
It could be a die that... Well, it could be a d6 like the other thing.
I mean, or you could make it something instead of just doing that bonus to damage, we're going back to mechanics again, people have disadvantage to perceive a camp that has a sniper in it.
So if someone's trying to hunt us down, then the sniper's okay, hide in these bushes, go over there, I'm gonna stand in this tree.
No, that's not gonna work. We're gonna put bushes there, we're gonna put that there, cover those tracks, that's too obvious, so do that.
It's not super mechanical, it's very flavorful. I think that would be good.
So should I put the group has advantage on hiding, or the enemies have disadvantage finding?
I would say disadvantage on perception.
And those seeking you have disadvantage on perception /
provided
survival.
you took precautions to hide your camp.
Yeah. But if you're
I think the joke would be, well, I say joke, I guess the procedure would be the sniper would still try to do consent. Attempts to find you.
You all get caught, the sniper's still in the tree. Should've listened.
Sucks to suck, nerd, goodbye!
Stormtroopers out, gun shooting, everyone's like, where's Sniper, where's Sniper? Someone gets shot. He's somewhere around here. I don't know where, but he's
within
around.
600 feet, I think. How far is his gun reach?
I don't know. I can't throw it that far.
Chuckles silently behind tree.
Ooh, that's another thing. Huh.
Advantage on initiative. A stormtrooper going first would be pretty thematic, I would say, though. I think that's
Rush
pretty
into
fair.
battle.
Heretics?
Did I hear some heretical worship?
Where is it?
Time to purge.
Where are
Jeez.
they? Yep. There's a. Yep. Wait. There you go. This is what I think when I think stormtrooper. 40k Krieg
My boy.
stormtrooper. That's what I think. Look at that glorious.
What is that
bitch.
gun leading? Oh, is it like a battery pack on his back?
Mm-hmm. It's called Hot Shot Last One.
Okay.
Or Hell Shots. It basically overheats faster, chews through ammo faster, but it assumes you're gonna hit.
If you hit, it fucking destroys him.
It also has a much reduced range as a result, which is why you gotta give it to the stormtroopers.
Ooh, fun
Beautiful.
fact, have you ever wondered why there's like the overheating mechanic in some games with guns? It's because barrels will melt if you fire them too much.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Holy Christ.
There's a video of these guys taking like a fucking like an M60, putting a suppressor on it, and just putting like
Oh, yeah, I know
1,000
what you're
rounds through it to
And then it
burn the
just burns
suppressor
it
out.
away.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
mean, it makes perfect sense because it's basically controlled explosions. Not even basically, it's controlled explosions.
That's why they call like heavy machine guns cruiser weapons, because you have an assistant gunner who feeds your rounds and changes your barrel.
Delicious.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have to change your barrel every few hundred rounds.
Taka taka taka.
Let's see.
Dun, 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 dun.
So we have six level abilities redone, minus the con save, plus some more
Interesting things.
interesting and personal stuff.
Back to the things we were procrastinating.
Do we want to get? I'm very much for the idea that
You could also
stormtroopers would
give,
have advantage in initiative. By the way, I think it's very
you
fitting.
could also give snipers advantage on perception checks during a watch.
I'm okay with that.
You could, but then I mean, are you overloading it?
Maybe.
I mean, the exhaustion thing doesn't like it won't kick in unless like they're gunning for it. Like
Yeah,
it takes a lot
Yeah,
to
how
go
often
around.
does Josh really come up, you know?
Yeah. I mean, my character stayed up for 3 days one time training.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like you did that like with purpose. Like there's very little things that I could force you guys to do when you have so many people, aka more than 3, to like be like, oh, you didn't take watch, or you didn't
say
sleep,
that.
you want to take watch.
Well, maybe you could just make it so that they only have to sleep every second long rest or something like that.
Oh yeah, you can make it like they only require 3 hours to get a long rest.
I would say 3.
Better than elves.
Yeah, I gotta say, I literally.
Yeah, you're right. 2. Hey,
I
you
mean,
say
what
this, but
happens if I'm an elf and a sniper then? Do I just not need to sleep?
sleep is for the weak.
I'd rather just do the watch perception as
Elves
advantage.
can't be snipers. They're heretics.
I'd rather do the perception as advantage while they're on watch. It gives incentive for why they would still like be up, like constantly, because they're better at keeping watch than anyone else, supposedly.
Just saying. See Mahio sat in a bush for 3 days in the cold, chewing snow so he didn't emit any mist.
Fog, yeah, from his
Oh my
exhales.
gosh. I mean, that's fucking intelligent, I'll give you that.
In the Russian snow, my guy.
Oh god, how did you live?
This is also the man that got half of his face shot off. Went back for 6 weeks, came back out and killed the dude who shot his face off.
Perfect.
That's vengeance.
Okay,
Poetic
so let's go back to the 13th level ability. So we got the fluff ability, or fluff ribbon, flavor,
Flavor.
whatever, personal.
Flavor, flavor.
Got a little bit of spice to make the steak perfect.
So yeah, we got that in. Past that is the disadvantage on successful attacks thing, then an ASI, then more subclass abilities, then another ASI, a damage buff to our guns because we love them, and then another ASI. And then 13th level, like here we are again, subclass abilities. Except this time we have a precedent for not non-combat, I guess, abilities, subclass abilities. So what do we do at 13th level? I think dropping advantage for stormtroopers at 13th level is really late because I'm pretty sure barbarian gets it like
early.
really fast.
They get it at like level 2.
Okay, 7.
It's early.
Yeah. So I think if we gave advantage now, it'd be a bit of a cop out.
I don't think it's ever bad.
I don't think it's ever bad. No.
But it could
But
be
the thing
better.
is, like-
is what it will feel like.
Yeah, like for base barbarians get it at 7th level. This is nearly double that level amount at 13th.
I mean,
So I feel like we need to
Rangers
like
get
buff it.
evasion,
They
double
could
the level.
they could get a bonus to it as well as advantage. Nah.
I don't know because barbarians are feral. They're supposed to be like their feral senses are keeping them like their animalistic nature.
Fair enough.
So I don't think it's. I mean, think about Rangers getting evasion at 15. You don't think that's bad?
I do think that's bad personally.
So do you think they should get a better version of than Rogues do?
Yeah.
Why? So they should have a better end game option.
Yeah, because default ranger sucks dick. I think we can all agree on that.
Yes, but that's like saying just because something gets it sooner, the other person should get it better. I don't necessarily think that's the case.
Hmm.
Well, the thing is, like, you guys just hit like double digits in the other campaign. Lasting out this long, I feel like that's why I incentivize end game devotion to stuff, especially when you guys all fucking multi-class, by the way. So, yeah. That's why I go with that logic.
I'm gonna try keeping this guy to a single class. Try my damnedest. Anyways.
I'm wondering if there's some sort of... At 13th level, because we said earlier that these guys are dedicated damage doers. And they have a bunch of stuff that could help sort of save their asses. Do they actually?
They have a few things.
Disengage, like hide and stuff. That's really it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the disadvantage on the attack. Never mind.
For the shotgun.
Right. Well, that's for all of them. 7th level.
Oh, that was all of them? Oh, okay.
So, back to subclass abilities. I did like the idea of like them doing something out of combat, so like a sniper could camouflage themselves or something like that. I did like that, but then like what would
the other two
be
get?
something? Yeah, I'm thinking like what if they all did something outside of combat? So like sniper camouflages, I don't know, stormtrooper fucking does a lot of coke or something. I don't fucking know.
Shoots the speedball, let's go. Or 8-ball, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Like I'm curious as to what we could do with that, like this sort of like out of combat preparation sort of subclass ability. I just have no clue what it'd be.
Cleaning your guns.
I mean, they could all do that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying subclass ability.
Yeah.
Like the thing I'm getting reminded of is in Pathfinder Kingmaker, if I forgot what her name is, the paladin that doesn't like pretty things. She's not a paladin. I don't remember what she is. But like if you have her set up at camp as a Roger roll, she just has increased AC by like 2. Someone like sniper hides better, stormtrooper can tank better hits or more hits or whatever, and then gunslingers I have no fucking clue.
Shoot more bullets. No.
Maybe.
I mean, you could have it so that they could have like an offhand attack occasionally with like a lesser pistol. I don't know how you would describe that, but
A Derringer sleeve pistol while they have the freaking revolver.
Haha!
Yeah, at that point, just shoot the revolver again. Personally,
Surprise pistol. Anyways,
Give them gun kata from Cubic or Equilibrium.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Gun kung fu.
wow.
I still have no clue like how I would put that into this though.
You could give them some kind of bonus for hitting multiple people in a turn, maybe.
But the thing is, that's
in-game.
That is situational versus snipers being able to hide. Is they're always going to want to hide as snipers, and then the stormtrooper's always going to get hit in theory if they're stormtroopering.
So what?
Versus a gunslinger, you might not always fight more than one target. You might always just fight one.
So what do they always want to do? They always want to be a bit of a distance away.
Always want to shoot.
Always want to shoot.
I mean, I guess they all always want to shoot. I guess it's a bit of
what if you? No, that's not.
Kree dodge roll.
Shut up.
No, I was thinking something like for every bullet they fire, they could move 5 feet of free movement or something like that.
So reduce someone else's movement and increase your movement temporarily. It could be like, in a similar vein, it's like if you run out of bullets in your chamber, you can move your movement as like a reaction or a bonus action or some shit. Be like, oh hey, I'm out of bullets. Just get out of there.
So the hunter from Destiny, gotcha.
A little bit, yeah. Actually, I don't know that ability at all, so I'm not going to say a little bit.
I realized that none of the subclasses use their reactions for anything.
That's a good point.
Well, we have a bonus action. We have actions, obviously.
I mean, we could put in gunning action, and you can also shoot, like an attack of opportunity reaction. The end. Because everyone else can do is attack of opportunities as a reaction by default.
Well, there's a reason you can't do attack of opportunities as like a ranged archer character.
Yeah, well, it's just a shame there's a fucking advanced fighting style that lets you do just that. But except, as I said, guns don't get fighting styles, do they? So what happens then? Thinking emoji.
When you thinking?
Thinking. / thinking. There we go.
Which is what we're all doing while also trying not to fall asleep to trees.
Maybe that's something to consider and giving them some sort of reaction.
At 13th level, though?
That's what I think.
It had to be a strong fucking reaction.
Yeah, it had to be a strong reaction to wait this long. That's so much lost potential, especially in the beginning levels, where reactions probably could save asses.
Fair.
That's why I'm willing to get it at 2nd level, because, like, again, everyone else can do it. You actually had to spend a level not being able to do it. Stuff like that. But I suppose damage-wise, that would be weird. No, actually, no, when, because we talked about this already. 2d4, no modifiers versus 1d8 plus modifiers. Reaction-wise, one hit. They're roughly the same, better. Leaning in favor of sword, I don't know. I guess the catch would be ranged.
One potential reaction for the stormtrooper would be a parry action or something like that. Then you risk the gun, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna give him attack of opportunity at 2nd level, but I have to think of something else for 13th level because again, it's like mid.
What kind of shit do people do at 13th? Let's see.
Within first range interval. I mean, maybe this is when we start dropping a single-use reload ability. Could be handy. And then
similar
each
to
reload ability does
Indomitable,
something
but
different.
a little bit later.
Yeah, essentially. They all get a reload ability and it does something special every time? Or for every specific class?
Not bad. Especially if we're going to be like the entire time reloads an action. Still haven't decided that.
Yeah, so maybe at this point, we give them like each of them gets a single use of a rapid reload, and then each subclass's rapid reload does something different. So maybe something related to their ability. I don't know. I was thinking like in the case of the gunslinger, when he uses his rapid reload, the second shot doesn't have a debuff. So the first 2 shots don't have a debuff.
Right. The shotgunner.
I've
The shotgunner could do double barrel and just do double damage and increase DCs and shit.
Maybe.
It's theoretically. But then
I
it
don't know
kind of
about-
negates the point of reloading fast because just like they're instantly gone again.
Yeah, exactly.
And also if
going
you
to
have like a
throw-
trench gun that has more rounds.
I'm going to throw one revolver in the air, shoot it with my other revolver,
And it will shoot you in
cause
the
the
head.
first revolver to shoot in the air.
Okay,
Or
so
Or shoot. and
Revolver
try to
Osla is
reload.
now in the game, I see.
What did you say, Fred?
I said, what about shooting on the same turn as you reload?
Oh, so this is like an action surge then, of sorts? So you reload and you can
That's right.
fire again immediately?
Yeah, for the
For the
stormtrooper.
gunslinger? Or for the Stormtrooper?
I think
Yeah,
Stormtrooper.
the stormtrooper.
It's
I
like
think
bang,
Gunslinger
reload,
fits
bang.
better. Because they only have 2 shots for the Stormtrooper.
Hmm.
I can
Oh,
see
yeah,
the
fair
case going
point.
either way. If we could... It'll be the plan... It'll be the option B for both of them until we can find an option A for one of them.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, that's.
How about we jump to sniper real quick to think of... other
Yeah,
stuff?
so if a sniper reloads, what happens? A rapid reload for them is huge because they only have 1 shot. Maybe even more expanded crit range for this fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Because we haven't put anything in the... We said we would, but we haven't, of expanded crit range. We never put anything yet.
Once a day, you can just hit it at... drop it down to like 17.
Yeah, after you
reload.
use this rapid reload.
The only slight problem with that is that
inconsistent.
there's still a chance of you not getting that, whereas the other two,
Well,
they get
the
their
well, the
bonus.
kicker is they have a rapid reload. You don't have to spend an
That's true.
action at all.
So no matter what, you still have like another round.
Yeah, which is... It changed the action
Ooh,
economy
my question.
immensely.
Would that rapid reload work with the assassinate kind of ability that we had earlier, where because it would still be round 1?
Yeah. Yeah.
First round surprise...
Because it says
my
round,
bad.
not action. So,
Hey, I'm gonna jump off, guys. I'll catch y'all later.
okay.
Alright,
Thanks for helping.
yeah, thanks for hanging with us. I mean, I think... Ooh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
I think it should or would.
I think it would, yeah.